Why is breathing and your diaphragm so important? It's really important that you understand both the anatomy and the function of your diaphragm so that you can understand how it potentially could be contributing to your pain or your symptoms. Your diaphragm is a muscle, it's a dome that sits at the bottom of your ribs. And since you breathe all day long, it can have significant impacts on your body. First of all, one of the muscles that attaches to your diaphragm is your psoas. It's a deep hip flexor muscle that attaches to your lower back, your lumbar vertebrae. Sometimes what we see is people with chronic hip pain or chronic low back pain. When we start addressing how they're breathing and how their diaphragm is working, we can actually make some changes in their hip and their back pain. The other thing that if we look higher is the ribs need to move with your breath, and they need to move a little bit all day long. You breathe all day long. So if you are not utilizing your diaphragm to breathe, then we can see some stiffness starting to happen where the ribs meet the mid-back, the thoracic spine. Moving further up, we can see a lot of tightness and neck pain develop from people who don't utilize their diaphragm, but instead all their neck muscles and their accessory muscles to breathe. So if you tend to breathe a lot with your chest or your neck, you start to see lots of tightness. Now this tightness can also cause symptoms such as thoracic outlet syndrome or even carpal tunnel, where we start to get tension going all the way down the arm. So as you can see, the diaphragm is really important in potentially contributing to a lot of pain or symptoms both above and below the diaphragm itself. Now, the other important part of the diaphragm is it's part of your core. It's part of our inner core unit. It's the deepest layers of muscles that we have when we talk about our core. It works with your pelvic floor. It works with your transverse abdominis, which is the deepest ab muscle that we have, and it works with the multifidi muscles that run along the spine. If you're trying to strengthen your core or your lower back or your pelvic floor, but you're not addressing how you breathe, you could be missing a really big piece of the puzzle.